Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady. 44. Take it. Let's break it down, fellas. Break it down. Slap. 6'6". Pull it high.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And a cut to that. He's into the clear. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 72 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 23.
All right, boys, here we go.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Cameron Jordan showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely first down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Breeze on the bootleg. Letting one go deep for the... And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And
the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Stafford. And the pressure gets to him again. Cameron Jordan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Returnable for Sherrills. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Breeze now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And he's got room. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help him at contract time.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Stafford. Got a man, it's Amendola. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 13 yards out. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still on an attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of...
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Trey Flowers, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw, it's Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. Cook strip, the ball's out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on a fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Prater for the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with what they'll score a 106-yard return. And the Saints have taken the lead.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 9.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. Here's Johnson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be third down.
He goes, set! 180! 7's the mic. Hey, let's get this, get this! Hey, 70! Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot!
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
Stay 50, stay 50. 47's the mic, boy, 47. Hey, 70! Bravo! Hurry up, get...
So they will go for it. Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Ready! Yellow lady! Yellow lady!
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Throwing on second and 14. Stafford. And he's got Amendola on the connection. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Off of play action, here's Stafford. And he'll find Galladay, that's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, it floated on him, and it's intercepted. Picked Picked off by Von Bell. 30. Past the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it first and 10 right at the 30. From the gun, here's Stafford. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On first down, Stafford here. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. To throw again, Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Operating from the gun, Stafford. He'll get this one to Golladay. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. And Amendola with a catch. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And the Saints signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now it's Stafford. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Third and long. It's Stafford. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Alex Anzalone in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a game.